Oh, you gotta have witnesses?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have to have them on photograph?
Yeah.
Okay, I want $100.
Quit putting Q-tips in your ears. They can cause hearing loss, and you can push the wax farther down into your ear canal. According to Washington Post, your ears are filled with sensitive nerve endings. For some people, putting Q-tips in their ear gives them great pleasure. They like the feeling of rubbing it around on them nerve endings. 90% of people in the United States use Q-tips. I use them myself, even though I know I'm not supposed to. So stop using Q-tips and start using an otoscope. And I bought one on Amazon for $5.74. The otoscope is here, right here, and it has a small hole in the tip, allowing you to scoop wax out. It also has a guard right here that'll stop it from pushing the whole contraption into your ear too far and hurting your eardrum. I have used both Q-tips and the otoscope, and I do have better luck with the otoscope getting wax out. I've witnessed a woman who used to use Q-tips all the time, and she had one in her ear, and there was a small child that ran towards her and hit her arm, and when she did, shoved that Q-tip in and it punctured her eardrum. Of course, she never could hear out of that ear again. Q-tips can cause wax to build up because you're pushing that wax down in there, and that can cause an infection. Wax is actually good for your ears. You know, if you just have a small amount, it helps stop the bacteria from growing in your ears. So removing it all is probably not a good idea. The otoscope is also good because you don't have to worry about actually messing up the ear canal. It just gets the wax, and that's all it gets on there. It will help improve hearing because you're removing that wax safely. 53% of perforations to the eardrum are caused by sticking foreign objects in your ears. Some people use Q-tips. Paper clips have also been used. Some people use them to try to scoop stuff out. Of course, that hard metal is not good to be scraping around your ear. Car keys, I've heard of people using those. Nail files, just all kinds of stuff people will put in their ears, and you don't realize if you get it very far in there, then you can hurt your eardrum.
Big tips from the pen, the big pens.
Yeah.
Take it out. I used to do that.
Most people do not realize the damage a Q-tip can do to your eardrum. According to Nadia Higgins, she's wrote a book called Brilliant Beauty Interventions. The first form of Q-tip was found, her husband's actually the inventor of it. Back in 1923, his wife, they had a small little baby, and she wanted to clean the baby's ears. So she took a toothpick and took a cotton ball and wrapped it around the top of the toothpick and used that in her baby's ears. Of course, the husband was frantic about it. He said, you know, what if there's splinters from that wood that get in the baby's ears, or that sharp point gets too far down in his ears and hurts the baby? So finally, 2 years later, he had actually invented the Q-tip, which the Q on Q-tip stands for quality, and the tip part of it stands for cotton tips. The inventor is actually Leo Gerstenzeri. When he first made them, he had made them on, they were actually a wood stick, and it had the cotton on it, but it didn't have the sharp point like a toothpick. He made them so they were sterile, and he had them in sealed boxes, and that's how he sold them. Later on, they changed from wood to a form of plastic. The otoscope, which was the first thing I showed you, has been in use for over 35 years. I didn't know about it. I've heard about them about 5 years ago or so, but that's the first I had ever heard of it. It safely removes the wax, and it's your best bet to buy one of them, $5, and you can reuse it. Just wash it with soap and water. To remove earwax safely from your ears, there's a few little steps. You can gently insert the otoscope, the flex tip, into your ear canal. Engage the wax and then sweep and rotate it through your ear. And then you remove the wax from the device. Repeat, and then so the tool comes out empty with no wax on it. You clean it with soap and water after each use. To conclusion, on each box of Q-tips, there's a warning not to use in your ears. I never realized this before till I got to looking, and on the side here it says, warning, do not insert swab in the ear canal. Entering the ear canal could cause injury if used to clean ears. Stroke swab gently around the outer surface of the ear only. And it says keep out of reach for children also. So, in conclusion, use an alternate to Q-tips. If you have ear pain or discomfort, contact your physician. Never put foreign objects in your ears. And if you're not sure what to do, ask a medical professional. Thank you.